Hey guys, Stealth here, welcome back to Shipyard Champions. Today we have a bit of an interesting task, or at least I like to think so, since I wrote it. The job is to take down a ship, in this case an enemy battlecruiser from 1940, in as few rounds as possible. That's the challenge. If you can make a one-punch man or a one-punch battlecruiser, you have a very good chance of winning this fight. Now, tiny backstory is that the Navy, in this case the Royal Navy, has received some budget cuts. Penny pinchers at Treasury, they don't like expenses. Well, especially when it comes to shell. They don't care if you make your ship 10 billion, but they really don't like the variable cost of things such as shells and torpedoes. So, sink the enemy, destroy them whatever way you choose, in as few shells as possible. A torpedo is not considered a shell, and it counts as 10 shells. So it is possible, for example, to kind of trick the system and just launch, I don't know, 5 24-inch torpedoes and immediately destroy a battlecruiser. Yeah, that's an option, but not necessarily a great one. Your own survivability is not required, although if you don't survive, then, well, you don't exactly gain any points, seeing as the enemy battlecruiser will be alive. So, destroy them in as few shells as possible. If you use a torpedo, count that as 10. The enemy nation and the weather conditions are up to you. So if you want to follow along with this challenge or try and do it for yourself, you can set the weather to a stormy night if you're feeling adventurous. This could allow you to build a fairly small battlecruiser, sneak into range of the enemy battlecruiser, and, like I mentioned, hit them with a torpedo. Or, potentially, with a couple of, I don't know, something silly like short barrel 18-inchers. It's potentially not going to be very accurate, but it might do a lot of damage. Anyway, I am going to go for something a bit more predictable. Let's say clear day. Now, as for the enemy, what do I want to take out as the British? How about a Soviet Union ship? I haven't been fighting the Soviet Union for a while, as I've been playing a campaign as the Soviets. So let's engage the Soviets using a British battlecruiser. So design time. What do we have? We've got the super battlecruiser. That is a super battlecruiser indeed, because it is bigger than some battleships at a displacement of 82,500 tons. When I consider this challenge, I'm thinking I need as much stability as possible. This is going to mean I need fewer shells to hit the target. So this ship with 80 stability is good, but arguably the large cruiser at 84 stability is better. However, this thing is 30,000 tons and probably can't field very sizable guns. Yeah, you can field 18-inchers, which is not bad, but that's going to take up a ton of weight. If you go for the super battlecruiser, I wouldn't be surprised to find a 20-incher. There it is. The 20-inch gun, if set up properly, can cause immense amounts of damage if you hit. That's kind of a problem. Okay, so this thing is going to be all about accuracy. Jeez, this is an enormous ship. I haven't even added anything. The turning circle is 800 meters. Or basically, eventually. Okay, so we're going for super accuracy. Base accuracy 44. I think it's only going to be downhill from here. Let's put that on. Secondary tower, most of the time, the first one is the best. You also got the advanced. This is 7 long range accuracy. This is 14, so we're going to go with this. This is also an enormous tower. Really, really big. Anyway, you can mess about with beam and draft in order to boost your accuracy. If I increase my beam by 10%, this is going to be an even chunkier battlecruiser, and base accuracy grows by another 10%. You get less accuracy penalty from waves. You get more accuracy bonus from cruising speed. You do get some debuffs, but they're not in the area of accuracy, thankfully. The same cannot be said about draft. If you increase your draft by 10%, you're basically building a taller ship. It's not exactly true, but it's kind of what you're doing. This is going to give you less accuracy because the ship is going to be waving back and forth more because you're putting more weight up higher above the waterline. So arguably, reducing the draft would fix that issue, right? Yes, but no. You're getting more base accuracy, plus 13%, but you're getting a minus 15% accuracy bonus from cruising speed. You're also suffering less from maneuverability. So if you're maneuvering, this is going to cause you less of a debuff. Accuracy bonus from cruising speed is simply not there, but I do think having a ship in a combination like this would be the most optimal. I think this is going to give me the best options. So, cadets, nope, veterans. Now, I need something that gives me as few vibrations of the hull as possible. Yeah, that's now going to be a thing. I'm not sure if that is a stat that you can actually see, but some of these give you engine... Yeah, there it is, 22% engine vibrations. I do not want that. I need a smooth ride with the ship, as smooth as I can get it. So, minus 40% engine vibrations from turbines is definitely helpful for accuracy. Turbo-electric drive, minus 60% engine vibrations. Nice. I like that. 72% of top speed to achieve cruising speed. And this is 50% of top speed for cruising speed. Okay, so we're going to go with turbo-electric. I think this is minus 25. This is plus 15. Diesels just like to shake things up. I think turbo-electric drive is the best option here. When it comes to auxiliary engines, you generally don't get any accuracy bonuses, so I don't really need to keep that in mind too much. Armor is going to be key, because I'll not be able to fire very often. Or at least, I don't plan to fire very often. I just need to make sure that the ship survives long enough to do its damage. That is the job. Funnels. I also need very, very little smoke interference. I currently have none. If I add like 1 mega enhanced super or something, minus 65. So yeah, we're still way, way, way negative. This is good. If I go like for 2 of these, I get 150. There we go. Smoke interference is still negative, so you just don't get any debuffs. And now I'm going to have to look at pitch and roll and the type of armament. Also, of course, radar Gen 3. We're going for long range accuracy, so that's stereoscopic range finding. And then we're going to put a gun on there. I'm thinking a single 20-incher. Time is not a factor. It is just a factor of how accurate can you get. Now, we're starting at 20-kilometer range. At 20-kilometer range, I can get 3.9% to 4.7, but that is a Mark III. If I go for a Mark IV, like a 15-incher, I can probably get more. I can get 3.3 to 5.7. So that is an improvement. Over here, I'm looking at 3.1 to 3.9. The problem is, the 15-incher doesn't hit as hard. So I would need more shells. And this is where I think the task is really going to invite some creativity. Do you want to focus extremely on accuracy and just put every single stat in there, basically what I'm doing, which might make the case for going with this because you're going to get more accuracy out of it? Or are you going to go the route of, well, if I just need to hit them like once or twice in order to actually destroy them, that'd be great. If I need to fire 10 shells and have let's say have 3 hits and destroy the enemy that way, perfect. If I need to fire 15 salvos or 15 shells and use 10, well, you've still used more shells because I'm not counting the hits. I am counting the amount of shells that you fired at the end of the battle. So I'm going to go for a 20-inch super sniper. And I'm trying to get this thing to have as little pitch as possible. So we're going to have to put weight, well, as much distributed across the ship as possible. That is not going to fit. I wonder if that's going to fit. Yeah, it's going to fit, but it looks like shit. Super tall. Barbette. And then this. Okay. Autoloader. Electrohydraulic turret. Now we're getting into the barrel length. And this. So, 20 kilometers. We're going to have 5.8 to 7.5% accuracy. But That's not counting the crew, it's not counting rangefinders, it's just counting the length of the barrel. I think I have too many guns, which is a weird thing to say if you just have 4 guns. But the game tends to fire all of them. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but in this case, I want to have as few shells out there as possible. Armor-wise, I think we're fine. Speed-wise, I set it to 30. 31's fine. Does this thing have an optimized speed for 39? Jesus, you're fast. Wow, and you're not even paying that much more for it in displacement. This thing is blisteringly quick. 36 knots. Yeah, I quite like that. Here's the reasoning. If I have a very high speed, my cruising speed is going to be a little lower. And with that, I'll be able to be a difficult target to hit. That's the main objective. Now, let's install some better steering gear. And what type of shells do I want to fire? That is a very important question. Oh, gun aiming speed. Yeah, let's... Sonar. Mostly an afterthought, really. Aux 2. Type of shell. This thing, in its current variant, can pen 3.6 inches of deck armor. I am expecting to hit deck armor. I think it is not enough. It is TNT4, it is cordite. If I can upgrade to triple base, I can buff it a bit, but not much. If I go for super heavy shells, don't care that the ship is overweight, I'll fix that in a minute. I'm looking at 4.2. But what if I go for cat ballistic high explosive shells? Then I can pen 2 inches of armor. It is possible that we encounter a battlecruiser that has about an inch, maybe a bit more in superstructure defenses. Which would mean that I can deliver about 19,000 points of damage using a high explosive. If that does not work, I'm in trouble. If I go for standard AP shells, I might have an option to plunge right through the deck, because now I'm looking at 7.5 inches of armor pen. And that is getting pretty significant. That is getting pretty interesting. Let's say I have my own stats, 3.3, 2.8, and 4.9, plus 160%. So we're looking at about 12 to 14 inches of armor. That's a lot of armor. I cannot pen that yet. The problem that I do see is if I go for cap ballistic, so the improved APBCs, I will ricochet. Because these things really do not like ricocheting. Well, I mean, they do. They ricochet a lot. They also do a lot less damage, because they are far more about penning and less about damage. So I'm trying to find the optimum shell here, and I think it might be standard. There arguably should not be a whole lot that can actually survive getting hit by a 20-inch shell. And just look at the amount of pen that you can get at short range. That is ridiculous. Absolutely nuts. You can get, at 5,000 meter range, 52.9 inches with high explosive. Which does make it very interesting to go for a Stormy night battle. But that does mess with your accuracy. You know, it's kind of the point, messing with the accuracy. I'm going to keep the stats as is. And I'm going to have to shave off some weight somewhere. Let's assume torpedoes don't get here. Yeah. Pitch is not spectacular, but there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. It is going to sacrifice some accuracy, though. The longitudinal weight offset I really do not care about. It's 1.3. You're going to get like 0.5% of accuracy. Maybe I can buff it out if I give it a bit more foredeck. Like there, that's perfectly balanced, but my pitch is still going to be an issue. Okay, I think the ship is ready. I think the ship is going to be pretty capable. Oh, look at that. That is spectacular. The Indomitable. No. This is going to be the One Punch Man. And let's see if the One Punch Man can actually do what the name implies. Here goes, the One Punch Man. I'm going to set the gun to save, so that it only fires when it actually has a pretty decent chance to do so. Or when it has a pretty decent chance to hit. Daytime... I don't get it. Daytime and smooth sea waves. How much more of a perfect situation could you wish for? Why am I getting a debuff? It's... I don't get it. Anyway, our target has just appeared. And our target is carrying 12 15-inch guns and a whole lot more. But it's small shit that I really don't care about. Like, it's 28 times 3 inchers. That's cute, but I'm a battlecruiser, not a destroyer. The guns are turning. Set to full speed. High explosive. I'm gonna see just what high explosive can do, but if I hit the belt, and that is possible with HE, because HE is blisteringly quick at 1300 meters per second, if I hit the belt at 20 kilometer range, I might pen that, because that's 24.8 inches of armor pen. That's a lot of pen. That's gonna go right through my 4 belt, even with all the armor bonuses. So, don't touch the rudder. Don't know what the accuracy on that salvo or that shot is, but it's just a ranging shot. 8%. That definitely did not go anywhere. 13% accuracy. Pretty good. So, what sort of other bonuses could I possibly get? Like, I'm getting gun recoil, that's fine. We're gonna wait until that clears up. And now we're getting a really good accuracy. 25%. Recoil's clearing a bit more. Ow. That is very unhelpful. I don't want any damage instability, thank you very much. Stop that shit. 37% damage instability. There goes my accuracy right out the window. Yikes. That is not good accuracy. This thing has the not only accuracy but also punching power to cut clean through the deck of this ship. So I hope not to take too much more damage because I don't like it. My salvo still out there or what? Oh god. And that's not even their final form. They have 8 guns on the bow and another 4 on the stern. We're not even seeing the stern. Accuracy 33%. Ow, flooding. 45%. 50. Ricochet. 47. 50. Send it. I think I'm not using all the guns. There's the last one. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Now we should be able to get actual hits here. Now we should be able to... What the fuck? There, and there? Come on. I've lost buoyancy, I have lost structural integrity, and at this rate, I'll lose the whole ship. Now, to be fair, I am a massive target, and this thing has a substantial amount of firepower. Target ship, 177%. Range found, 216%. Come on, I do expect some hit. Any hit. What the hell? What the hell? 13 kilometers out, we can't hit anything? With a 20-incher? Almost a 21-incher at that. Turn the ship a bit. Can you pen the belt? Not really. Deck pens are more dangerous. Ooh, there is the damage instability that I was dreading. Like now it's up to 50. Maxed out. Come on. About 11 kilometers out. We should be able to pen this thing. 38 inches of armor pen with high explosive. The problem is, I'm not hitting jack shit. Like, I'm not hitting anything. I've seen 50% chance to hit. I'm not getting anything. 9 kilometers out. I'm gonna be dead before I get another salvo off at this rate. This is when we blow this thing to bits, yes? No, we still don't. This is insane. This is not at all what I was hoping for. Accuracy, 22%. Guns load in 94 seconds. Shoot! Irkutsk. Fuck you. Wow! Okay. I did fuck him. One shell hit. Briefly, a second shell hit. And I took it down with 2 shots.
I love it when a plan comes together.
So, I didn't exactly expect it to go this way. This thing received 13,000 points of damage from 1 partial hit. And 1 full hit. So, the drama is not quite as bad as I expected. I only took 23 shots. I hope Treasury is going to be happy with that. We're not going to really dig into the whole, yeah, but it's a 20-inch shell and you're going to be paying for that. Don't worry about that. We'll just discard that little thing. 23 shots is what it took me to take this thing down. That's my score. However, yes, I want to play again. But this time, I want to do the Stormy version. I want to see if I can get closer in a Stormy night situation and blow this thing to bits. However, it's going to be a different ship, unfortunately. Like, I won't be able to change mine, but I'm not going to be fighting the same ship because the AI designs a new battlecruiser. So we're going to have to hope that it's something similar. I don't think it really matters what we're fighting, because the moment that you get hit by a 20-inch shell from, well, up close, where it pens the main belt, you're just gone. There's not a whole lot you can do. Either it's going to blow up the whole ship, i.e. lose structural integrity, or you're going to be set on fire very, very, very badly. Guns off. This is the plan. Sneak up. With an 80,000 ton warship. Sneak up. It's as bad as it sounds, yeah. The plan here is to get into range and then surprise them at, I don't know, 10 kilometer range, 7.5 kilometer range with a 45-inch pen with HE. So you kind of drive up to their face and you go, haha, here's a big shot, boom, you're dead. And hope that they don't kill you first. That is kind of a concern. Because if I don't land my 1 punch and basically get a 1-punch knockout, the situation is going to be potentially disastrous, as I might not be able to get a second shot, because I'll be dead very quickly. This thing is packing 12 14-inchers and a bunch of secondaries. I don't fear the secondaries. I don't think my crew is going to be quite as eager to say that, but so be it. 58% chance to hit. 9 kilometers out. We're getting 90% chance to hit. What I don't quite get is why we need to wait for all the guns to reload, because... What? It disappeared? Oh no. We only fired 1 ranging shot. Why do we need to wait for all the other guns to reload? Or for that 1 gun to reload? We still have 3 more. And this has been a situation that's been going on for a while. That missed? What did you do? Fire 2 ranging shots at 5 clicks. Don't do that. Just don't. 5 kilometers out. How much can I pen 5 clicks? Everything. 52 inches. I will take some damage and stability, though, during this little enterprise. But let's see. Yeah, this is what I mean. This is going to take a potential beating and a half. And I just hope that I can get...
Surprise, motherfucker!
2 shots to... What?! That didn't happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
So, a night battle. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna turn the guns off. We're gonna close the distance. And we're going to try and sneak up on this target. We're gonna load the high explosive. Set the guns to save. Where is the target? About 7 clicks out, we still can't see them. Well, that works both ways. Hello. 5.5 clicks out is what we needed to spot this target. Well, this should give my guns ample opportunity to turn towards the target. 4 clicks out. 3. Oh. Wow. Ricochet? 3 kilometers out. Come on, dude. Ready, ready, ready. Load the guns. You only got 4. Oh, don't flash fire me again. Oh, sorry, I don't mean again. That other thing never happened. Shoot it. Boom, boom, boom. Gone. Yes! So you can do it faster. You can do it faster. Is it an ideal way to go about it? Yeah. It's an extremely risky one. But this way, I only fired 6 shots. 6 shots only. 3 of which hit. And that immediately eliminated the ship. Penning 65 inches of armor. With high explosive, I should add. So yeah, I hope this was a fun little challenge. If you played along, by all means, let me know down below in the comments how you did. And check out the links down below in the description towards the other content creators and see what they decided to come up with to beat this challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you had fun, and I'll see you soon for more Shipyard Champions.